The BBC presenter branded Michel Barnier, Jack Cherry McCherrypicker, after the publication of the latest set of EU Brexit guidelines revealing Brussels' intentions for the next phase of talks with Britain. The latest Brexit guidelines, presented earlier this week, set out the EU terms to secure a free trade agreement between London and Brussels. Neil slapped down Mr Barnier, calling him out for allegedly wanting to cherry-pick the terms of a future arrangement after warning Britain against it. The BBC This Week host said, in Brussels, Michel Barnier, the Commission's chief Brexit negotiator, revealed the EU's bargaining position for the next round of talks. GETTY BBCBrexit News. Andrew Neil branded Mr Barnier. After a year of warning the Brits that they could not cherry-pick, he proceeded to cherry-pick with a gusto that matched Jack Cherry McCherrypicker the year he won the Cherry Picker of the Year competition. The 6-page document includes sections claiming that leaving the single market will inevitably lead to frictions between Britain and other European Union member states. The draft guidelines ruled out the Prime Minister's blueprint for a bespoke trade partnership between the UK and the EU, warning that Britain will suffer negative economic consequences after leaving the bloc. And EU Council President Donald Tusk went further in raising tensions between the two sides by insisting that cross-channel trade will be more complicated and costly after Brexit. Barnier proceeded to cherry-pick with a gusto that matched Jack Cherry McCherrypicker. Andrew Neil. Mr Tusk said, a pick-and-mix approach for a non-member state is simply not acceptable. Our agreement will not make trade between the UK and EU frictionless or smoother. It will make it more complicated and costly than today for all of us. This is the essence of Brexit. His downbeat prediction sparked irritation in Downing Street last night, with Theresa May's officials rejecting the EU's latest proposals as a draft that was not the basis for serious discussions. A spokesperson for Mrs May said, "We look forward to seeing the final guidelines when published and hope they will provide the flexibility to allow the EU to think creatively and imaginatively about our future economic partnership."